Hello student, today we are learning the resonance tube experiment. In resonance tube experiment, we are finding the velocity of a sound. For this case, here in this experiment, we are using the apparatus, that is a resonance tube. This is a resonance tube and the scale is already attached on it. Means the 1 meter scale is attached on it. 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter, like that. Here it is, numbers are giving. Next is that we are using the water jar, and inside of it we are using the 3/4 of water, and this resonance tube is deep into. For this experiment, the apparatus is used, that is a tuning fork. This is a set of the tuning forks are used. Next is that we are using the resonance tube pipe. This is a resonance tube pipe is used, and on which the Xerox of this meter scale is attached. Means we can read the directly numbers on it. 0, 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, like that. Scale is attached into the water. Now previously this resonance tube is having the two sides, is that which is the two ends are open. When it is deep into the water, one side is closed by the water, and then it will becomes as a open at one end and closed at another end. After that, this resonance tube pipe is attached to the retorque stand. It is deep inside of it, and the 3/4 of part is deep inside in the water. Next is that we use the tuning fork. First is taken as the highest tuning fork is there. There are the different values of the tuning forks are given. First one is the 512, that is the highest frequency. Second is the 480 hertz frequency. Next is the 426.6. After that 384. Next is a 341.3, 320, 288, and next is a 256. For this experiments, we require the first four tuning forks, and the next one is the unknown. Like that, first is taken as the first tuning fork, which is having the maximum value of the frequency. That's why we select the first is a 512. Next one is a 480, 426.6, and fourth one is a 384. First we start with the maximum frequency of 512. Next is that we clamp this resonance tube and dip inside the water. When it is deep inside the water, one side is closed by the water, and inside this pipe there is only the air molecules are there. After that, if we use the tuning fork and strike on it and keep at the center of this resonance tube, when you keep at the center of this tuning fork, then the air inside this resonance tube, it start vibrating. When it start vibrating, then there will be the produce the stationary wave, and this stationary wave, this wave is after that at the end there is a boundary is there closed at the water surface. It is reflected back, and like then it will be produce the stationary wave loop like structure. But at the opening of it, there is a antinodes are formed. Because this side is open, that's why molecules are getting the space for it to vibrate. That's why here it will be produce the antinodes. But this antinode, where it is situated, that is not, we can't identify of it. To identify of it, we use the end correction. Already we learned that the end correction formula, that is a E is equal to 0.3 into D. D means the inner diameter, and multiply by of it will get the end correction. This end correction is we are added in our calculations. After then we can start from here 0 and dip inside of it, and this water level is coincide to the 15. Now see that here from we are measuring the length of the air column. For the length of the air column means one side is closed by the water surface, inside of it air is there. That air length we are measuring with the help of this scale, and I start here with a 15 centimeter marking of this water level. After that, this is a rubber cock, and this is a tuning fork, maximum frequency 512. Strike on it, and then at the center of it clamp here. Okay, If you strike and then keep at the center of it, the air molecules inside this is start vibrating, and then it will be produce the sound wave, and then we heard the maximum sound of it. After that we increase by 1 cm.5. Now we can hear the maximum sound. Again we check for the 16.5. This reading is 16.2. Again we check for the 16.5. Now sound is decreased. Again then we'll check that the 16 or 16.5. Either it is a maximum sound or it is a exactly 16. It shows the maximum sound note. Check it with a 2 times. Then 512 we mark for the 16. Again 2 times we'll check that it's come the 516 or not. After that we take the next tuning fork, that is 480. As the frequency is decreased, we increase the vibrating length because both are inversely proportional. Frequency is inversely proportional to the length. Now check with the 17. We check for the 17, 17.2 and 17.5. We can hear the sound for this 17. Again check for the 17.5. Yes. Again sound is increased. Now I check with the 18. Now sound is decreased. Very little bit sound is coming. Now we'll check again back to the 17. And I will fix instead of 17, 17.2. Because already I checked with the 17. Slightly different. Yes, 17.2 shows a maximum sound note. If I for 16, then we'll see that what will be the happen for 480 frequency. Here sound is little bit, sound is coming. That's why 16 is definitely will not consider. We consider the 17 or 17.2. Okay. Then after that we'll check for the next reading is there, that is a 426.6. The frequency is decreased. First is 512, next is 480. After that we use the 426.6. Now it is decreased. That's why definitely the length will be the increased because both are inversely proportional. Now we'll check with the 18. Now instead of 18, we'll take the 18.5. Sound is coming here, but which is not required for it. Again we check for the sound is increased for 19, but I am not satisfied with that. I will again check with the 19.5. Yes, here again sound is coming that I wanted. Again I will go to the 19.2 or yes, 19.2 or 3. It gives me the maximum sound note, and this is nothing but the resonance of phenomena. For trial, I will check that the 20. Either the sound is maximum or not. Here water surface, water level is coinciding to the 20 number, and then check with that. See, sound is not coming up to that, maximum sound is not there. This is not a resonance. When there is a resonance, when there is a maximum sound is there. Now these are the 4 readings. After that we'll check with the last one, 384. Okay, after this 4 reading, here the unknown is given. Unknown means one paper is attached on it. Then I will note down the reading of it. Now for this case, I don't know the value of this twinning fork, either it is increase or decrease. Then I will check that where it shows the maximum reading of it. Again it is not coming. I check with the 23, then 22, mark with the 22. Yes, sound is coming at 21. Slightly change with the 21.5. Again maximum sound is there, 21.5. Then check with the 22. Sound is not coming. This is an unknown twinning forks are given me. Then I check with the 20. Again sound is not coming. Then I will go to the next previously one, that is a 21.5. Yes, here the resonance is occur, maximum sound note. Now how to clamp this twinning fork? Always clamp the twinning fork vertically at the center of this resonance tube. Don't keep this way, is this twinning fork, prongs of the twinning forks going outside of this resonance tube. This is a wrong procedure. Don't dip inside of it. This is again wrong procedure of it. Here at the center only antinodes are there, therefore that center keep this twinning fork. And don't clamp horizontally, also vertically it should be vibrate like that. Keep the twinning fork this position. Okay, after that do the calculations of this frequency, that is M, and the vibrating length. Already we measure the vibrating length. After that note down the corrected length of it, and after corrected length multiplication is there, N into L. Next formula is given, velocity V is equal to 4 into NL. Calculate the, now 4 values are there, take the mean of these 4 readings of it, that is NL. And this NL is multiplied by 4, you will get the velocity of the sound in air. Thank you.